am Kay Thompson, a principal broker here at Best Real Estate, and this is the latest episode of the Best Real Estate Company's Friday Focus podcast. And today I have a special guest. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago that I was going to have someone on that was going to share with us a wonderful program that it can be used to help us to build our buyers pipelines deep and wide. This program, I believe, is going to be a game changer for those of you who partake in it, to help you to improve the relationships or strengthening the relationships that you have. One of you guys know one of my biggest pet peeves is that we have clients or customers, I should say, that come to us. They're looking to, take a step towards home ownership, and they breach an obstacle, and then, more often than not, customers complain because their agent isn't able to help them overcome the obstacle, to be able to take that step. And you guys know I've been screaming from the top of my lungs all year that home ownership across this country there is a regression in progress for that. I don't care what part of the country you're in. I don't care what market you're in. And if one group can't buy, then other groups are affected. So we have people who want to move up,
yes,
and expand their living space. They can't do that because there's nobody to buy. And the reason that there's nobody to buy is because they've come across one of these, obstacles, and the agent either isn't prepared or doesn't care enough. So I want our agents to A, care enough, and B, be prepared to give your clients a solution that is going to help them get to the next step. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and introduce
Hi.
Ms. Heather.
Hello, I'm Heather.
Yes.
I am with Home Sweet Home Advisors.
Yes.
I think the obstacle you're talking about are credit issues, but it also could be identity theft, could be fraud.
It could be any
number of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Even debt to income.
Mm-hmm.
And so our job is when you have a buyer that has credit issues or have been declined on a loan, just to let them know that they have a possible solution. And that's what we do, is we actually help them through that process.
Good. So I had the wonderful opportunity of meeting with Miss Heather in person and learning in detail. I don't want to say too much detail, but we had a very good conversation about the history of her company, which is called Home Sweet Home Advisors.
Correct.
And she gave me a breakdown of the company. And one of the things that really stuck out to me that made me say, okay, this is something that I think I could offer my clients, was that you guys would be honest with people.
Yes.
If you cannot help someone, that you would be honest with them and say, this program, or we don't have a solution for you just yet. But it also allows for us as the agent to say, okay, it may be something you're working on. Mm-hmm. The solution to their problem may be something that you're working on. And because you have a relationship with the agent, or that, everybody's on the same page, the way based on how your system works, then that agent can still continue to encourage that person to wait around until this option is available.
Right. Because what they'll be able to do, your agents will be able to send them to us on their own computer or phone, and just let them know, I know you have issues right now. Let me send you to a client or a company that we've partnered with that can maybe help you with those, and they're going to get a free analysis to see if we can help them before they do anything. Right,
and that's the other key component. With credit repair, and I hate saying the word credit repair. This is not credit repair.
It's an oxymoron.
Yes, let me say this is not that in that way. But when you hear credit repair, usually the credit repair company they're not really flexible all the time in what they're charging you. They're not always clear about the process that they're going to take in order to help you. And then they don't teach you.
Well,
with this program, you kind of do.
Correct. See, credit repair will charge $125 to $150 a month. Mm-hmm. They put you into a so-called contract that our attorney said are really not a contract. but we're trained to think contracts are unbreakable.
Right.
That one is not. That one you could break.
Right.
And the problem with credit repair is they work on the whole credit report, which is why it takes 2 to 3 years, and they're not in a hurry to get it done. But then when they're done with it, it looks like you filed bankruptcy.
Right.
So it really didn't help you, and now you're out about $4,500 over the course of 3 years.
Right. And in some instances, they, because it's a lot of work sometimes to fix a person's life.
Correct.
Some people are going to need a lot of work. That's
Correct.
just the reality of it.
That's right.
But when, one of the things that I think I've heard over and over again from the traditional kind of company like that is that they're very hard to get updates from, communications from. They dispute a lot of things on your credit that probably wasn't even a factor in you being able to purchase the home. And so it, like you said, it looks like you filed bankruptcy or it looks like you're doing something nefarious. And I also heard it takes a while sometimes for that activity to undo itself.
Correct. So our company was created by a loan officer who hated turning people away for things that are fairly easy to fix. But most people either don't want to do it, don't have time to do it, or don't know how to do those things. So he realized that the only company that handled all of the issues on the report was credit repair.
Right.
But it looked like you filed bankruptcy.
Right.
So what he did is he hired other loan officers, but also brought in attorneys. And so all we do now is we don't do loans anymore, we don't do real estate anymore, and we don't practice law anymore. All we do now is help those buyers through the process of getting their credit issues resolved.
So what would a person, what would be a trigger for my agents to know that they should reach out to you to try to help their client if they have a challenge? Like what, just, give an example of a type of challenge.
I've had a realtor in another area that says a lot of his clients go, man, I would love to have a house, but my credit's just terrible. Well, in that instance, he said, I just tell him, oh my gosh, I got a company that can maybe help you. Here, put your information in this phone, because he has our website on his phone, and he'll have them enter their information and send it to us, and we'll see if we can help them.
So does it cost the customer for you to have that initial look? And how do they get their credit report to you? Okay,
so some loan officers, if they've already been to a loan officer, some companies can send the report to us, some can send them to the client, some cannot do any of those. So if we have access to all 3 reports that we can visually go in and see everything, not just the scores, then that would be great to have that. If not, it will cost your buyer $30 to get that through myfico.com. It is included on the sheets that I sent you of how to get that, how we have them download those. Once they download to a PDF and send them to us, we review it, make sure it's right, because sometimes glitches happen.
Right.
But once we have everything, we have them cancel that subscription. Once we have a chance to review that information, we will, one of us, either myself or one of the financial advisors at the office, will call them to get them signed up, because we do need all their information to sign them up for that free analysis.
Gotcha.
And then once we have that signed up, we schedule that date, and then that's when we do it.
So what specifically are you looking for? Because one of the things that we mentioned earlier, and I just want to make sure that they are tying all these things together. So you are not looking to clean up all the credit.
No.
What you're doing is looking to see what things need to be done to make them homeowners.
We look at exactly why they were declined for that particular loan at that particular loan officer.
Right.
And with the loan officers, they will usually put on there, hey, you got low scores, you got too many derogatories, you had a repo, you had a whatever. And those are the things that we work on first.
So for agents,
yes.
If your client is, because this is something we didn't talk about, but even if your client goes through the transaction, a transaction gets to the end, and they get denied from the lender,
correct.
And that transaction falls out or whatever. Obviously, you're not going to be able to run them over to Home Sweet Home Advisors in every instance, and they may be able to
No, not every time, but we have an 80% success rating.
Right. So there'll be some, more often than not, you'll be able to use this to possibly save your deal. I don't want to give you guys any type of false.
There are no guarantees.
Yes, there are no guarantees, but this is an out. Now, one of the things that I was going to say was that on the denial letter that you get from the lender at the end, it gives specifics about why the loan was denied.
Correct.
So usually it's some of those things that you just mentioned. It could be one or multiple.
One or multiple, correct. And when you do the send referrals on our website, it tells you why were they declined. That's where you'll put those information in there.
Right. So you put that information in there, and then they're going to get a communications from your company to, we received this stuff. You're asking them. Now, they can't do anything if your client doesn't do their part.
Well, let me back up a little bit. So when you have that buyer that's declined, and you just tell them, I am so sorry that happened, but I have a company that can maybe help you. Can I send them your information? Right then and there, send them to us. Because right at that point, they're already upset, mad, and embarrassed. Give them hope that maybe someone can help them get that financial house in order.
And it helps you not to have to go through a bunch of explaining.
That's correct. All you need to do is let me send their information. They're going to reach out to you within 24 to 48 hours. It's actually closer to 6, but we don't say that because you never know. We're going to reach out to them. The first thing we're going to do is email them. Then we'll text them if we don't hear from them. If we don't hear from them, then one of us is going to call. Okay? We email them first so they have an idea of the information. And actually, it's very similar to this sheet at the top that says steps how to be a Home Sweet Home client. Very similar to this. So your client's going to know what to expect. We ask for them to respond to that letter. If they don't, we're going to call or text. Usually we'll call and just say, hey, did you get that email? Most of the time it's going to go to spam, which is what it says on here. It's probably going to go spam. Have them find it, and then we will explain to your buyer our program. Let them know how we work, and then also we do have an area on there, just so you'll know, for them to store a credit card or a Chime, Venmo, any of those to be on file. And then we schedule them a time to get their initial consultation done. We have to have those credit reports first. If we don't have those, we will walk them through how to get it, but it is also on this How to Be a Client sheet. It does tell them it is $29.95 to do myfico.com. Explains to them how to do that. I will tell you, I've had some clients that are not computer savvy, so they don't know how to download those. I have them just open up an account, and then just give me your username and password. I'll download it, and then I'll send it in to the company. So I'm here to help do as much as we can.
And you don't have to maintain this MyFICO.
That is correct.
Once they get the credit reports that they need, they can cancel that service.
After we review it, just to make sure that it's right. Because sometimes there's glitches in the matrix.
Right.
So we want to make sure everything looks good, then we'll have them cancel it.
Yes.
Then we will set them up that initial consultation. That's when we'll go over their credit reports, why it held them back. But then we'll also tell them if we can help them or if we cannot. At
the onset, not 6 months later, and not after they've paid $85 million.
No. As soon as we find out if we can help them, then we'll find out, do you want our help? If so, how do you want to do this? You want to pay it, because the service is $599. Yes, I know some people say you can't, my clients can't afford that. I have found not everybody puts all their money in the bank.
Not everybody puts their money in the bank. Yes, and when there's a will, there's a way.
So what I do,
buy what they want.
That is correct. And if they want help getting these issues resolved, that's what we're here for. But they get to determine if they want to pay in full or if they want to do a payment structure, which is up to them and their financial advisor. At that point, they also get to determine on what day they want that first payment to start.
Right.
And everything's set up on auto draft after that.
Let me ask you this question. Okay, so you mentioned about debt to income ratio. Sometimes that is a factor in how much a person is approved for. So could they use this, like, let's just say that they're not declined, but they want to buy a $500,000 house. They only got money for $250,000. Well, that's a
big
number,
difference,
right.
but I do.
But just
could it help? Yes, it could help because there could be some things on their credit report that are old,
right,
that have not dropped off that are supposed to. There could be stuff that's fraudulent, and there could be stuff that we can negotiate to have it taken off. But that's kind of inside baseball, and I don't do that part. I'm the pitcher. I don't do all the other stuff.
Just to have it.
That's where the financial advisor.
Financial people come in.
That's where they come in.
Just a way for and so that's what I was trying to get to, is that there are people who understand how to do that.
Yes.
That work as a part of this instead of it's you have to, what you get out of it is what you put in.
Correct. But I will tell you, we will do probably 90% of the work for your buyer. Mm-hmm. So what we do is we will review all the issues. We will work directly with those creditors. We will write the letter, send them to your client for them to print, sign, and send certified letter. We need that done as soon as possible. A lot of people don't understand why certified letters are important.
They can't mail a letter. I
wasn't going to go there, but yes. I've had people call me.
Somebody asked me just yesterday.
Yes.
Can you tell me how to mail a letter?
I know. It's because most people don't mail anymore. But we do certified letter because by law, once we know when it was sent, but by law, they have a certain amount of time to get those responses back to us. By law. And so we know when they got it, so we know when it should be here.
Right.
But then also, once those responses come in, we need those back to our office as soon as possible. And that's the part that we need them to understand. Our program works quickly if you will get those to us as fast as possible.
So so she has, did I send it to you, everybody?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't think I did.
What?
Everybody's email?
Not yet.
Right.
But you will.
Yes, today.
Okay.
So everybody, I'm going to send everybody's email to Miss Heather today. I was supposed to do that a couple of weeks ago. I sent you the flyers, but I forgot. We kind of was like, and then so, and so that you can have her contact information in case you guys have any questions. Once they get going in the program, though, they have a dedicated representative that they'll be speaking to about their case.
But we have one step I need to go over.
Go ahead.
So the agents need to, on this onboarding, that's where the agents go in and register as an agent. If you'll go to our website, the top right, the little lines, we need you to register as an agent.
Yep.
One, because we guarantee when those clients are loan ready, they will come back to you. That is our guarantee.
Yes, that's the most important thing for
But we do need to know who you are.
Yes.
And we need your contact information.
Yes.
There's some stuff on there that's just contacts. Some of it's more for us to know how many agents do you have, how many locations, etc. Once that's done, we are also going to email you a welcome letter.
Like I got.
Okay, good. So that letter is...
And I replied.
Perfect. And that letter is just pretty general, give you some information who we are, but also some promotional of, these are things we do, but also it'll have an authorization of release form. Some people want everything on paper, and that's fine too. But that gives you that opportunity to get signed up where when we send you something, we got it, and vice versa. So we're going to email you. I need you to respond to that to get that secure email link done. So that way we know for sure we can communicate. But also the second thing is when you have that client, now you can go online or on your phone while you have them in front of you and go to send referrals. And that is on this on the onboarding. It explains how for you to register, what to say to your client who's been declined or has issues, or they just want a better interest rate, okay? And then what to expect from them. And then just let them know we're going to reach out to them. But when you have them in front of you, enter them and send that referral right then.
Right then.
Because then they have hope.
Yes, they have hope. And then you can kind of get that off of your mind for a minute.
Correct.
You can move on to the next thing. It's kind of it can be a distressor for you, especially if they were involved in a contentious transaction.
The other thing also is once you start sending us people, we're going to give you a Google Doc that will show all the people that you've sent to us. And it'll give you a general status of where they are. It's like, hey, these people are signed up. They're working on X things. These people did not want our service.
Right.
That's fine too. These payments were declined. Or, hey, we're waiting on issues. There's 3 stages, and it's not before, during, and after. It is the process of getting them signed up, getting all their information. The second stage is making sure all the certifications are out. Now we're waiting on them back in. Third stage is they're almost ready to be loan ready.
Right.
And then that's when we're going to reach out to you and go, hey, just so you'll know, Ms. Kay, this client is almost ready. You need to reach back out and start looking.
Something else you don't get with those other type of people.
Correct.
They don't come back to you and tell you that. And there's really no way for you to check with a lot of the other services. I've actually kind of delved into that. There's no...
Correct. It's covered under privacy laws.
Yeah, so there's no way for you to get that information. And so that is also, like, for me, that would be a stress reliever for me. So I was
and that's also why I would be your sales rep. So when you register, I would be your account executive. Because if we can't reach who you sent to us and we can't reach you, they're going to call me and I'm going to track you down.
Right.
Because we never want to let you or your buyer down.
Right.
I actually had a realtor who was referred to us, and I won't mention where. It's not far. And I kept calling, and they never called back. Well, her email was her real estate office, so I just called up to the office. She chewed my head off. I said, ma'am, I just need you to tell me if you don't want help. If you do, I'm here, but if you don't, that's fine. But I need the person who sent to me know that I did everything I could. Right.
Yeah, and that's where I was going to go to. Yes. So if they can't reach you guys, they are going to call or reach out to the office. They have our office email. They have my contact information. So I will be running you down.
Yes.
And to be honest, I want every customer.
Every sale. Not just that. Is these people that you actually take the time to send them to us now get a whole new world opened up. And most people don't think about it, and I'll tell you this is the craziest thing, but it honest to God happened, and I'll tell you who it was. It was Andrea Andrews at Compass Rose in Jonesboro. I did a presentation for her office about 6 months ago, and she said, when I was talking about the $5.99, some of her agents sort of, the whole hoopla. And she goes, let me tell you something. 30 years ago, she and her husband went to buy a home in Fort Worth and had a library book on her credit report. 30 years ago. She said, but her loan officer, she said, it's not a big deal. It's just 1/4 point. She said, but I did the math on a 1/4 point for a 30-year loan was $6,000 for a $40 library book. And she said, so I went and paid the library book off. So it's those things that we're able to fix in a report, either take them off, get them resolved, negotiate it, whatever it is that we have to do inside baseball. Will help them in the long run because now they get a better interest rate on their loan. Now they can refinance their car debt,
their car, do all these things, and that's what I was always saying. It could lead to them having other doors open for them to have life improvements. I would say.
I will tell you,
and they will never forget you for that.
And they know people who are in that same situation.
Yeah, and they will tell them.
I will tell you also. I had a lady the other day. She said, "You have no idea how much this helped me because I." And trying to get a new job, and they're doing a credit report on me.
Oh, yeah. I've had
big deal.
I've had that. Especially if you're working in the financial sector. Yeah. They're going to definitely run your credit. Yeah. I work for banks. Yeah. So, that's
so it is a whole life-changing event.
It is. It's a whole life-changing event.
So the biggest thing is get registered as an agent. Watch for that email. Respond to it. And when you have those clients, and I say go back 3 to 6 months, I'm sure y'all have some who have been declined between then, right?
Yes.
Call them. Let them know, hey, did you get that loan? I now have a company that we just partnered with that can maybe help you. Can I send them your information?
Right.
Do it right then.
Right. Now, what states do you help people in? Because
we are nationwide.
So that means if you're in Missouri, Tennessee, Arkansas, Ohio, Mississippi, doesn't matter, she can help your clients.
So our office is in St. Louis, but I was working with a loan officer in Jonesboro who got me to their office in Austin, who got me to their office in California.
And she's over here in Tennessee today. Yeah. And coming from Arkansas.
Yeah, but it's just an hour down the road.
It is an hour down the road, but for some of these people around here,
all that way over there. I get you. No,
but it's not all that way if you're used to it. And I love Jonesboro. It's such a the people there are so nice. Like it's city, but it's
it's city-ish. They're trying.
But
they still don't want to grow that hard.
No,
it's still pretty laid back.
It is, and that's what I mean. Like the little downtown area, and it's just really comfortable and really like southern.
Yes, it is, and in a good way.
Yeah, like
everybody's so friendly. But
they're really friendly and helpful.
Yes. This sheet right here, it's called Dare to Compare.
Yep.
It shows all the things that we do compared to our so-called competitors. And the difference between us and them is we already have the attorneys on board that helps with a lot of stuff.
Right.
Because a letter coming from an attorney goes a lot further than me calling and complaining.
Right.
Just being honest. And that helps a lot, but also having those people that have been in the industry for so long to work with those issues.
Yes, so that's...
And our average turnaround, now granted, this is not everybody. Our average turnaround is 60 to 90 days. 60 to 90 days, provided that the people are doing the things that they are being asked to do to have the service work for them. So we had a guy a few months ago, we only had 5 issues, and it took 40 days. Which is pretty good. That's good. But I have a lady that has 24. Which may take longer. It is going to take longer. But it's nothing we can't fix. So the other thing you need to understand is when you send a client to us, they agree to the terms, they start a payment plan with us, and we start working with them. If they don't tell us certain little things like, oh, you have past child support you didn't pay, or past taxes you didn't pay, those are the things that doesn't matter what you do until those issues are resolved, you're not getting a loan ever. Right, exactly. But when that happens, they get 100% of their money back. So that's the other good thing. Like, because so you start down the road is what you're saying. If you start down the road and you don't tell us, but we're going to find out because we dig, we will say, oh, you didn't tell us these things. We can't go further. We cannot get you loan ready. Here's your money back. And I love that. Yes. Because I've never heard that happen in any of the others. No. And that it is a big deal. And so that's why I am reluctant to call this that. What's the word? Yes, what's the word? Because it's not... We call us financial advisors because we're going to explain how they got to where they were, but we're also going to educate them on how not to do it. I like that. Okay. Yes. So, because people go, oh, you're a credit repair. I'm like, that's kind of a small part of what we do, but it's not quite how we do it. It's not, yes, it doesn't, there is certain actions that they may take, but the tenets of the program are very different. Because our guarantee is you will be loan ready when we're done. Right. And I'll tell you this also, a lot of people don't think about. I'm now working with a small business coordinator who works with people that want to open up their own business. We're business brokers, so we will definitely meet some. We work with them too. We'll send because you'll have people that come to you want to open up a business, but if they don't have business credit, everything is based on personal. Right. And we work with them too. And that's a struggle because their personal is a lot of times in disarray. And we help them with those too. Right. I'm also now working with a roofing company because some of those roofs are as much as a car. I paid $10,800 for a roof recently. Ours was $25,000. Yeah. And then our heating and air bill, we had a unit that went out, it was $15,000. Right. So you finance it. So, but what if you couldn't? Right. We help those people too. Right. So we obviously just do more home loans because more people own homes than they do an airplane or a boat or some 4-wheel toy. But we work with all of those. And so people can come back to you, like if they felt like, okay, I've got this house, it's been a year or whatever, now I want to go and buy a toy. A toy of some sort, maybe a vacation home. Yeah. And they want to just assess and see what they can do. They can come back. Yes. And I'm actually working with a couple now. They both make great money. She's a pharmaceutical rep. He works at Newport. Good money. Bad with money. But they want a second home. Right. So now we're going in and fixing some of those things to get those issues resolved. Right. So when it's done, now they can start looking for a second home. Got it. Oh, one other thing. So I'm also the loan officer I told you I was working at Austin. Mm-hmm. He called me a few months ago. He said, I got a contractor. I'm like, uh-huh. He goes, well, we're wanting to do lease-to-own homes. I'm like, okay. Because I'm like, why are you calling me, right? And he goes, but these people have money, but their credit's bad. Yep. What can you do? I'm like, well, I can send them to me and we'll work with them. He goes, yeah, but they're in a lease. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't matter because it's a lease to own. So you already have them in a lease anyway. Mm-hmm. Let us work with their credit issues and be done. So when they're done with the house, you can.
So that's for all our investors and landlords.
That is correct.
If you have people that are on a lease purchase because they weren't able to be ready at the time or whatever, she can help them get ready.
Yes.
So that they can purchase the home. Now, there was a company that was here at one point. I can't remember what it's called now because it was just, they did offer financing, but the premiums.
Right.
Yes, and so at first I was like, okay, this may be good, but then once I started adding up what the premiums would be, I'm just like, these people might as well just wait it out. Like,
sure. Yeah. No, we still work with them. Any reason. So whether you've got someone that just knows they have bad credit and want to get it done before they even go to a loan officer, you've got some that go to a loan officer first to try to get pre-approval and they can't. I've got some that are in a home and want to just refinance it. I've got some that want to get a second home. I've got some that want to buy a boat or a pontoon and they want to get finance and have those issues. I mean, we're here to help anybody with any of those issues.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that we have done a great job explaining this. Yes. I am going to resend all of these documents with this link to this podcast, and it's okay if I post them under my Spotify.
Heck yeah.
Because I'll put this on Spotify.
Yes. So I'd love to see it too.
Yes. So
see how bad country my voice is.
It gets better.
Okay, if you say so.
I promise it does. It gets better. And and then what I would like to do is, once we get going, because I'm really going to push this for them to sign up and start submitting people, maybe we can come back and give you some success stories.
Correct.
That we're...
love that.
Yes, and I would also... like to have this as an option featured on our website. So I don't know if there's a link you can send me or something like that.
We can do that. The biggest thing is just to do it on the website. I will also tell you now, we do have a translate on the top right for those Hispanic speakers.
Oh, yes, you did tell me that.
Which is a really big deal. It's a brand new part on that. So if you do have those speakers, there's an option there. The biggest thing is you each need to get registered because it does take about 24 to 48 hours for us to generate your welcome letter and get it to you. Oh,
and agents, this doesn't cost you guys a dime.
Oh, that's right.
It doesn't cost you anything to register and get signed up. I did it and the process was very smooth. It went exactly how she said it did. Yep. So it does. So this is not going to cost you.
That's correct.
It is an option that is available for you to provide as complete a service as possible to those people who need it. Correct. And so I'm excited. I'm so happy that you were persistent.
Yes,
I know sometimes it's hard to run me down.
I told you, if they can't reach your buyer and they can't reach you, they're going to call me because they know I'm going to find you.
Yes, and she has definitely done her parts to find me to stay in touch.
I just want to make sure I take care of it. That's part of what we do.
Yes, I definitely feel that. And so I'm going to end this right here because, sometimes...
I know it gets long and then you get tired.
Yeah,
I get you.
So I think we gave is there anything else you think that we should tell them that
They just need to get signed up. You're going to give me a list of agents.
I'll send that, right away.
They need to go to the Home Sweet Home 500 site.
We didn't say that.
Home Sweet Home 500.com. And that is on all the paperwork.
Yes, that you'll get.
There you'll go to the top right, agent, loan officer registration. Do that as soon as you can. Mm-hmm. We will send you a welcome letter. You have to respond to that. I will be able to have track of everybody who has done that.
So is there any way that you could show me, or tell me, hey, for the agent, this person started, but they didn't finish, they need to...
Kind of like I did you. I'm like, hey, did you find that letter? You're like,
oh, crap, I want to make sure. I don't want any of my agents to, be mad at you because they didn't do their...
That's correct. And did you want to show them on the website? You had talked about that.
Yes, so we are. They can see it behind us.
Okay, good.
So up here is where the translady is. You click here. Is it going to let me? Sometimes my computer.
Reset. There you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, sometimes.
And you'll go down to the loan officer registration right there in the middle. There you go. Agent, loan officer.
Yep.
There you go. Left click. Or you just,
I'm left-handed, so it's
right. Okay.
It's coming. It's just moving a little slow.
And seriously, it takes less than 3 minutes unless you type slowly to enter your information in there.
So the customer would select customer sign up.
Nope. Well, your agents will use sending referrals.
Okay, sending referrals.
Correct. Because when we call them, we will send them that letter first off. Mm-hmm. And that'll have where they can sign up, or we will call them if they haven't responded to that and sign them up.
Okay, so this is what I feel about. So it says become a trusted network partner, right? Join Home Sweet Home Advisors Referral Exchange Network at no cost. Right. And then you come down here and you fill this out. No cost. Right. Yes, to the agent. To the agent. No cost.
But you don't have to tell your buyers that either. They get that analysis before they do anything.
Right. So there are certain spots on here that are required. They really need your name.
Company name, phone
number.
Where
you work, correct. Yes, your phone number, your cell phone, and your email. Please do not put an email address in that you do not check.
Yes, because that is a communication link.
That is the primary way that you'll get updates. And like I said, as your broker, with all due respect, I'm saying that my job is to help the customer, the client. So if we cannot reach you and these people need an agent, I'm going to find them an agent. So it is to your benefit to answer, be responsive, and provide contact information that you actually check.
Yes.
Company URL, you guys should know what that is. And obviously, I'm your broker.
Sure.
So, you fill this out, and then once you submit it, an email comes to you, and then it's a welcome email, and I forgot what it said, but it had a lot of great information in it, and then I had to respond to it.
Correct.
And at the bottom of the email, it tells you what to respond, a word, or I had to say something specific.
Like gotcha or thank you or something.
Something specific.
The biggest point is just at least respond. And I will get a list of everybody that you have, and I will know if you've responded or not. Sometimes, actually most of the time, it goes to spam. Mm-hmm. And when you respond to that, it pulls it back to your inbox, not down to spam.
So mine did go to spam, and it did give instructions. It said to do something to keep future emails from going there, which is what I did.
Yes.
So it's a very thorough email, and it's very simple. It took a few minutes, like I did it while we were sitting together the last time, and by the time I got to my computer, I had the email.
Correct.
So, yes, I'm very excited about this. I don't see how anybody could mess this up.
Just don't send them to us. I'm going to mention one thing. I have had people that send us people that they know are just meant to rent. And you know what I mean by that.
Oh, yeah. Don't send people. Don't do that. As real estate professionals, we definitely understand how that feels. You spin your wheels doing things and making a bunch of moves, showing properties just to find out that person is just a tire kicker. Do not do that to these people, please.
They are so busy already. It's very frustrating when you call and they're like, "Oh, I'm at work.
Somebody has a 350 credit score.
Yes,
they are not buying a house.
No, and if it's under 400, it costs them double because it's serious work. Serious work.
Like we're looking for the people that are just on the cusp.
And I want some that are motivated. I really do want a home. I want to be able to get out of this apartment.
Right, that are just on the cusp. And these are the people that are going to actually be income producing for your pipeline. You do not want to have 100 people that aren't going to be qualified for years. That's only going to frustrate you and make you feel burned out because you're following up with people who just have mountains to climb over. Yes. And I'm not saying that we don't help those people.
That's correct.
But sometimes you have to give people a push in a direction for them to do certain things themselves and then come back to you when they need help to finish it off.
That's correct.
And a person that's at 300, 400, 5, I mean,
five is close.
Yeah, like that's really cutting it.
It is.
You know, but those are the people that you know in your mind are not ready.
You know that they're not going to be able to pay the fee.
Right.
Because we even, at one time, pulled it to $50 a week to try to make it easier, and we were still having people decline.
Right.
With decline payments. And you hate it, but you were like, It's still a service.
It's still a service. This is a service.
Yes.
It is a business. Yes. It's a valuable service, and we want it to continue to be there for people that actually can benefit from it right now. Yes. And we don't want people waiting that don't have to wait because we're sending a bunch of garbage. So let's not do that, please.
So the biggest thing is to get registered, look for the welcome letter, respond, then start looking at your clients that you've not heard from or you know that were declined. Call them back. Hey, did you get that loan? I got a company now that can maybe help you that we just started partnering with. Can I send them your information? And while you have them on the phone, send them to us.
And make sure, guys, that you are not, we want to provide hope, but we are not making any promises. I definitely need to stress that because, and as you should in any profession, be honest.
That's correct. And we are.
Yes.
The guys are too busy. And I say guys as in everybody at the office.
Well, I mean, sometimes if you have a difficult client and you're a real estate agent, sometimes it's hard to say to the person being difficult, this isn't going to work. So I'm saying don't pass the buck.
No. I know.
Be honest and upfront, and people will appreciate it. And you guys know I would not bring you a service that I thought was bad. I'm the first one to say it sucks. Let's not do it. So I really believe with all my heart that this is something that will help a lot of people. We just need to help get the word out.
And if you need help, I'm here to help you. If you have a client that just has questions, give them my number. Let me know ahead of time, though, so they don't go to unknown caller, because I get a lot of those, as I'm sure you all do. But you've got my cell phone. Just text me, hey, I'm going to have so-and-so call you. At least I get to know that, hey, they're coming, and I can answer questions. I can answer some things, but if it's inside baseball, I can't do.
Yes, I wanted to be sure I saw that right. Her and Heather's contact information is at the bottom of these sheets that you're going to get. And I'm also going to put her contact information on the best vendor list, so that if for some reason you lose these sheets, you can just go into our database and find her contact info. Yeah. And
I will, once you give me that list of clients or your agents, I will probably take the time just to text you all. And that way, sometimes text is faster. Because even if I'm driving, I can have it, read it to me and respond. But I'll probably text you, hey, this is Heather. If you need anything, holler at me. And that way you can save my number.
Yes, and have it on hand as well. All right, well, I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Hugs. Yes, I appreciate you so much for coming back and doing this, and I'm looking forward to having a partnership that is productive and long.
Long, that's right. Our job is to help you close more deals and help more families.
Exactly.
And they know people who know people that need help too.
Yes. So, again, reach out to Miss Heather if you guys have any other questions about this. And we are looking forward to building our pipelines wide and deep with Home Sweet Home Advisors.
Start making that list.
Yes. See you guys next week.
Thank you.